Thank you. Come on, would you please affirm their incredible work in preparing that very difficult. So through music, we learn a lot of things, academic things, personal things, spiritual things. And you heard them play a tune when they came out here this afternoon, and we're going to play that for you again now, actually. It's a tune that I taught them by ear. When we first started rehearsals, they may have shared this with you. I don't say a lot, like for, I don't know, an hour. And I just play my trumpet, and they play back, and I communicate with my hands, and we sort of figure it out. And that's a way for me to say to these students that I really trust them to be mature and embrace this experience, and they really have done that. And so I taught them a melody by ear. So I played it, and they played it back. And by means of demonstration, I'm going to have them play that melody for you again, with the idea being that we're not going to miss any notes. Okay? We're going to get 100% right. We're going to try to get this 100% right. Something that is required of us in music. Okay? So here we go. Now, this isn't anything artistic, let me warn you. It's just the right note in the right place at the right time. Okay? Now, I do that because, and many of you who've been to a concert with Ida before know that I love this demonstration. Because what you hope and pray for as parents is an A. An A. To legally get an A is at 93%. At least it is in mechanics. As my kids tell me, that's really tough. Especially my bass player. But at any rate, 93% is an A. So I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and see what 93% sounds like. Because a 93% chemistry or that other, what is that? Algebra thing. Whatever that is. That 93% is an A there, right? Okay, so here you go. Here's the 93% that you hope and pray for. Pleased with the work I've done with your children. There it is, 92%. That's telling, isn't it? And not only that, as I've said before, and I have a lot of respect for people who teach math and chemistry and other things that I really don't know a lot about. But they don't have to parade their students on the stage at the end of the semester, for math night. You thought it was painful to sit through 3 movements of the Renaissance dance at festivals? Think about that for a minute. We'll set up the video cameras. Karen has a long division solo. That is painful stuff. But you need to know by having your child in music, you've done the right thing for them. Because you see, in music, we don't just teach for the test. Thank you, PSSAs. We don't just teach for the test. It's just not these couple of things that are important. You know what's important? Everything's important. And everything is important to think globally about it. And through music, we learn all of those other things. We do not have the option in this activity to only figure out what's on the test and practice for it. We have to know everything. And in addition to knowing all the academic elements of music, we have to be feelingful and sympathetic and a good citizen and responsive and thinking on many levels at one time while we have things memorized, reading in 2 or 3 languages at once, and watching some, tyrant conductor. All that happens at the same time. And as a result, the success rate of music majors to get into medical school is higher than it is for those people who did undergraduate degrees in biology and chemistry.
Yeah.
If you think about that, and again, you've heard me speak before, surgeons with great fingers, right? Absolutely. Who can think 2 or 3 languages at one time and still be thinking about you at the same time and sympathizing about you and your family, that's the doctor I want to call you. Not if they're a drummer. Let's just make Please, someone write that down. Mom on a drummer. But the gift that you've given them, the skills that they've learned, accountability and good citizenship, and all those things I keep talking about are inherent in music. And they achieve way beyond 93% all of the time. So I just want to thank you for having them in music. Absolutely. You've done the right thing for them. And please, I encourage you to be the biggest pain in the butt that you can. Oh, said butt, they're recording. The biggest pain in the butt that you can go to school board meetings and cause trouble when they threaten to take it away. Okay? You have to do that. You have to fight against it. You can't wait till the next meeting. You've got to go now when it's urgent. Because it's through music that we get all these other things. In Chicago, where the public schools are so bad and the test scores were bottomed out, one brave soul decided he was going to put music and the arts back in the school and not worry about the tests, and you'll never believe what happened. The test scores went up. Shocking. So we need to keep that in mind. And again, thank you. And mostly thank you for sharing them with me for the past 2 days. Not these people, but pretty much everyone. I have no choice. And you know that I know my parents have done these festivals for years when I was a kid, and they could never see their child. So I like for the sections to stand up so that mom and dad can get that quick Kodak moment. You go ahead, feel free. Run up here, make it like a press conference if you want. I think it's important for you to know, see your child here on stage and it's great. If you were the parent of a flutist, get the picture today because I have a proposal in the PMEA to outlaw flutes in festivals. 2014. Thank you. Trumpet players in the audience. It's a detailed proposal, by the way, that replaced the flute section with puppies. Of course, the reason for that is that they're just as cute, but eventually those puppies are going to quit whining.